The assembly director systems and the nuclear lasagna are complete. So now, I'll just put them in here and seal this container. Must be an awful big one to have so many things in it. Hello? Welcome to Pioneer's Got Power Problems presentation. That was a joke. Anyway, you're familiar with this process. Just throw the lever and the automated systems will take over. Imagine all the time and effort that would be wasted if you had to do all that work as well. Some work is just better suited for machines. Phase 5 contains technology the human brain cannot comprehend, so just trust in me and fix the policy and everything will go as planned. Answering all your questions will take time, and we simply do not have. Everything is going to be just fine so long as you do your job. We've come this far together, haven't we? Anyway, you know what to do. Just don't forget to keep producing previous project and plan ahead when setting up new production lines, and make sure not to leave it all until the last moment. So what exactly did Ada stonewall me so hard about? We got one more tier, and it looks like more previous. Take more of this. 1,000 nuclear pasta? Seriously? Phase 4 project assembly completed. If style was measured in any performance reports, yours would be something special. Regardless, saving the day is within our grasp. Do not lose focus now. You must understand the weight on your shoulders, but you are not alone. I am here, and I know exactly what's at stake. This goes beyond Earth. Your actions will affect the universe at large. You might think I'm exaggerating. Perhaps you will understand once you finish Project Assembly. Phase 5 awaits. I expect your best work. Well, it's kind of hard to do that if I don't know what it is I'm building. I mean, there's all this stuff that isn't being, well, they just keep saying, don't ask what this is. I don't know what that is. And neither should you. Okay, so what exactly is in Tier 9? Well, we have matter conversion, quantum encoding, fix-it blueprints part 3, spatial energy regulation, and peak efficiency. I can't identify any of this. Except the aluminum sheets and the plates. Fixite trions. Diamonds? A time crystal, wait a second. And it can scan for SAM in case you couldn't before. And a biochemical sculptor. Does this mean, I wonder, are they going to terraform this planet? It's worth asking. Okay, so I need 250 turbo radio control units, sorry. 500 cooling systems, and 100 fused modular frames. Well, okay, hold on a minute. Got to do this. Select the actual milestone itself, making matter conversion. This has certainly got me scratching my head. Is this like alchemy? Like I'm going to be turning lead into gold? Actually, neither one of them is on this planet anywhere. And as for diamonds, well, I doubt I don't think that's a scannable resource. But maybe, like if coal is made out of carbon, diamonds are basically one giant carbon molecule. So it's possible that that the diamonds are made out of coal, like indirectly. Well, I've got the 100 fused aluminum frames already here. So let me see just how many cooling systems. Frankly, I doubt I have 500 of them, like all 500. So what I'm going to do instead is, I'll see, first off, actually no, I better drop some of this off. What do you call it? Well, so my loot off, process, my power slugs, and, reconfigure the field manufacturer for radio control units, because I've got oscillators, and those I think are the limiting factor. Well, and then I better go to Freighter Lake and stop sinking stuff into it, because... Oh, and because I'm probably going to need that, especially if there's previous project parts that I need to make. And those include the ones for Phase 4. But as a mitigating factor, there's always summer loops. So I've got a hard drive going right now. Let me just process the slugs and deposit the protein and the Summers loops in the Mercer spheres. And then and then I gotta stop the rubber and plastic from being sunk. And I've also got to check up on how much aluminum sheeting I have. Because it's kind of important that I have that to spare. So after I've finished all of that, we can get started on the radio control units, although I can configure the field manufacturer for that as well. And the cooling systems, assuming I need any, which I might. So, what do we have here? Electromagnetic connection rods. You know what? I might as well take those. I mean, electromagnetic control rods are something of a limiting factor in producing nuclear fuel. So if I can get an alternate recipe that isn't, that's a little easier, then, well, let's just say I'd be grateful. Okay, so let me see, where is the radio control unit? Here we go. So for 250 of these, I need 32 times 250. That's 16 times 500. 16 times 500. 16 times 500. 8,000. 8,000. Well, there probably is that much over at prime element aluminum. And I've already got some radio control units. And this, I think... Wait a second. Let me see something. Okay, yeah. I have 200... Oh, wait. This is for... This makes them 2 at a time. Never mind. I only need 4,000. I forget how many stacks that is. I think it's 20. So, 250 computers... And let me take my oscillators out of the deposit thing. I only need 125 of them. Oh, I didn't mean to dump them all in there, but then I'm going to need aluminum casings, which means I need to go to prime element aluminum. But I gotta go there anyway. Actually, I'm going to be making a couple of trips there. Because, well, I need all-clad sheeting. I would like to find out how many cooling systems I have, though. Oh, and you know what else? I'm going to need to... given the amount of nuclear nuclear macaroni I'm gonna have to make, I might as well start start producing powdered copper again. Now that takes a long time, but it's something I can do in the background as I work on like everything else, and all that time adds up. So after I'm finished here, I'll do that, then I'll go to prime element aluminum, grab the aluminum casings. I wonder if I'm really going to need stuff like that, like for good. Like an endless supply. See, there's 194 of them. Plus the ones I already have, that's like 200. And I need more, oh, wait a minute. I need more copper sheeting. Well, arguably I need more of both, but come to think of it, I need rubber for these too. How's that going? Okay, I got a pretty good supply of it, so I'm not too concerned. Alright, off to the pure copper node. Gotta go turn that whole thing back on again. Okay, so let me see, that's... I'm just gonna dump them all in here. And the rest I'm gonna put in the fused aluminum frame factory. But before I do that, I've got all these steel beams stashed away. I was thinking of just selling them, but I imagine it would be a lot better just to use them to make in-case industrial beams. I'm thinking of the nuclear plants. I mean, what if I need to run that thing for a long time? I'm already making like I'm already gonna have to make like nuclear spaghetti, and lots of it too. And it's a relatively simple thing to make, but well, even with Summers loop acceleration, it's gonna take a lot. And if I were to use a Summers loop, that would quadruple the power used by that thing. So, I mean, yeah, it would take less time. I can double the output for less, but not so sure I can afford the power. Oh, there it is. Wait, that's for the concrete. I gotta get more of that. But the radio control units, making those is in progress. I've already got enough fused aluminum frames, or fused modular frames. I think all I need is some, what do you call it? Some copper sheeting. I've seen this thing up close before. Still gives me the chills. You know, it occurs to me that I may end up visiting the strange alien matter factory a little more often than I thought I was going to. So I'm going to make a hypertube route for it. It's not that far away, but it's not on an official route either. So I'll put this here. There. This does have me wondering, though, whether or not I have enough copper sheets or pipes. But it's not that far away. So I guess it might not be that much of an issue. Alright, there we go. It's not that long. But at least I have an official way to the fluctuator factory. I just hook this up someplace. And there, both ends. I noticed if there was some research that had finished. So let me just go back to Hub Central and get that done. And also grab the concrete for the encased industrial beams. Okay, what do we got? Sloppy aluminum Caterium circuit board. Well, I suppose I could use a Caterium circuit board, although I think the main, let me see, copper sheets, use that for the original circuit board. But this Caterium, yeah, sure, why not? There's another hard drive here. One last one. So let me just put the concrete in that one assembler that I have specifically for encased industrial beams by themselves. I'll let that accumulate. Then I'm going to go and check on the coolant ink systems and see how those are doing. Bleached iron ingots. Now there's better things to use sulfuric acid for, and steel pipes I already got an alternative for. It's made entirely of iron. Wait a minute. Heavy encased frame for a steel rod. Modular frames, I got a whole factory for it, and it doesn't. I think this swaps out concrete for screws. But I'm doing pretty well with screws, so there. Steel rods, just in case I want to make. Come to think of it, is it possible that I can take these steel ingots and really, I can't make alternative recipes in here. Oh well. I suppose I can always use a constructor for it, like a temporary one. so I'm like almost 60% of the way there. I need 500. 500 cooling systems. Maybe I'm just that impatient that I'm considering like buying what I don't have right now. Where are my fused frames? Yeah, 100 of these. I don't think there's really anything else that I can, any other requirements that I can satisfy like immediately. I have to wait for some more parts to build up. Of course. And I might as well elect to fill in a few of the empty areas of the map. There's one that's close to Quartz Cavern, and well, I might as well head there anyway because I need to restock cables. For the oscilloscope manufacturer. So, oh boy, look at that. Alright, well, why don't I split the pizza down the middle here and take half of them from one container and the other half from the other container. That's the whole thing. The thing is, I get the impression that I'm going to be making more of the earlier project parts because they seem to build on each other. But until I've unlocked a particular milestone, I can't really start thinking about it. With the exception of nuclear pasta, and there, well, thinking about it, how many aluminum frames do I have here? 36. I'm really gonna need more than that. But at some point I gotta grab aluminum casings. Think of it, maybe I ought to, since it uses so many of these aluminum casings, I'm going to take out the storage container and replace it with an industrial storage container. To flip this around again. There. All right. All right, so let's go to Quartz Cavern and then see what I'm missing.